Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Thomas Park. Welcome back to another VPN review. Today, we're going to be checking out Unlocator VPN to help you decide if you should use it or not. So stick around with this video. We'll look at it in 6 different categories, and with the final rating, we'll put it on the VPNtierlist.com, where all the VPNs that pretty much exist are rated by different tiers. So is it going to be a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or tier 4 VPN? Let's go ahead and find out right now. Alright guys, so this is what Unlocator's main kind of page looks like. They're very proud of their 9.8 out of 10 Trustpilot score, but as you know with Trustpilot, sometimes the reviews are accurate. Mostly when Trustpilot specifically looks at a VPN provider or something like that and notices a lot of the reviews are fake. But 9.8 out of 10 honestly is just too good to be true. I would really doubt that most of those reviews are actually legitimate. That's just a little bit of my healthy skepticism. But the cool thing about Unlocator is that it has a 100% free trial. Although I'm a little confused because kind of when I go into the settings here and I go into account, it says it's a 3-day trial. But then when I go into my account page, as you can see here, it says an 8-day trial. So I'm still kind of trying to figure that out as I go through the VPN review. But guys, Unlocator's pricing looks like this. You have a Smart DNS, and then you have Smart DNS plus VPN. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Smart DNS. It's never really worked for me. There's ways that your internet service provider can kind of restrict you from using these kind of services. So I've never really quite gotten Smart DNS to work. You could try it if you want, though, but I don't really personally recommend using it. Not only that, Smart DNS and VPN is also kind of different products. Now, the end result, if you want to stream, can be similar if you do get it working. But for this review, we're going to be mostly looking at this package because it does include a VPN. Now, $10 a month is kind of what I would consider kind of like the standard VPN price. And for the yearly, it's going to be around $70 plus, $72, $75 around there. And of course, we have a longer term commitment plan with $5, which would be around $120, I think, for this plan right here. So it comes with, your basic stuff. It doesn't really say exactly here, but that's kind of the thing with these kind of services, right? Is that they're not I don't really brand them almost exactly as full-fledged VPNs. They're kind of a mixture of, Smart DNS, proxy, VPN, a little bit VPN Lite maybe is what you would call Unlocator. We'll go ahead and look for some of these, connections and things like that, the amount of servers. We don't really see that exactly on this page, which is kind of disappointing. Maybe let's go and look for some of these details. So I actually still can't find simultaneous connections. I did find other people saying it was around 5 simultaneous connections, so that's probably pretty correct. So there you go. So guys, down in the bottom here, we have Unlocator's application. I don't really like how you can't pull it out of this thing per se. It's kind of stuck in here. I like how private internet access made it so you could pull it out. On Unlocator you can't. It's just kind of a minimalistic UI kind of thing that bugs me. But besides from that, the application's pretty standard. You have all your server selection, servers. Not a ton of servers here, to be honest. I do like how you can search. You have the favorite option. And in terms of settings, you have some stuff like a kill switch, Unlocator shield. Not really quite sure what that is. I'll look it up in a second. So it's a little confusing because, most VPN applications have something called a kill switch, which is something kind of like an application kill switch. And then some have a network kill switch. So the way it works here, I think, with a kill switch is that maybe something gets disconnected, and then it's going to kill your internet. And now if you have Unlocator shield, let's say you start your computer, Unlocator isn't on yet, so the internet's probably going to be off. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I do kind of like that, but like I said, I would kind of just prefer a straight up application kill switch because this is kind of bundled in a weird way in terms of the usability. Application kill switch lets you assign VPN to a specific application, and you can't really do that here, which is a little bit annoying. You don't really have too much more port customization besides just the protocols. You don't really have any other kind of protocol options like IPv2, other kind of VPN protocols. And, besides that, application, as you could see, is very basic. There's nothing too exemplary in terms of customization or settings or security. It's just kind of middle of the line, kind of basic, kind of it feels like it's kind of made just for a basic VPN use or streaming. All right, guys, and now we're going to be testing out Unlocator with a speed test, see what kind of speeds we can get. Now, usually we do the speed test as well as a live torrent test to show you kind of more of a real world application of what kind of download speeds you can get with VPN, because that's one reason a lot of people are using VPN, to be honest. So guys, let's go ahead and test out the speed here for Unlocator. Now, without VPN on, I usually get around 500 megabits per second. My upload is usually around 20 megabits per second, and my ping is somewhere around 19 ms. So we'll show you how much of a reduction in speeds we get here. Already, not looking too hot. You know, looks like it was around 40, which is actually really slow. And usually upload isn't as much affected for some reason as download. And ping is probably going to be, you know, somewhere I would say 60, maybe 50 ms, maybe 40. So we'll have to see here in a second. Still testing upload. Wow, so actually latency is 1096. That is exceedingly high. For some reason it says we're still testing the server in London, which I'm not sure why, since we're connected to Los Angeles. Kind of weird. Download speed seems to be 35, which is very slow. Overall, guys, this is a very disappointing test. So guys, at first we had a little bit of problems with Unlocator. For some reason the torrent stalled, and it took a kind of an unnecessary amount of time to start up. You know, it wasn't that long, maybe like a minute or two, which is kind of weird. Never really had that problem before, and I actually looked up if Unlocator is compatible with torrenting, and a lot of websites say it isn't. But what's weird is that I actually did get it working here. But as you might expect with kind of lackluster speed results, we're actually getting pretty lackluster speed results for this download. So usually my download for these kind of tests without VPN on is around 40 megabytes a second, sometimes 30 to 40, and sometimes it goes up to 50 to 60. With some of the best VPNs like ExpressVPN and TorGuard, which are my fastest rated VPNs in terms of speed tests, I could get around high 25 to even 35 megabytes a second for these kind of download speeds. I would say that for the slower VPNs, or just kind of the bottom of the barrel, just kind of standard VPN, this is the kind of speeds you're going to get. So not too impressive at all. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like Unlocator currently has live chat. It's like almost like they do. Of course, you go down here, you need help, you go to ask, and it only has email. So that either means they don't have enough live chat representatives to have like a fully fledged kind of consistent live chat experience, or they just don't have it at all and they're just kind of relying on support tickets, which is kind of a bummer. Most of my top tier VPNs have really good support times for tickets and also pretty good live chat as well. So a little bit disappointing here. All right, guys. So Unlocator, what do you know about the company? Well, it's actually in Denmark. It's a company called Linkwork APS. They have an address here. And overall, I do feel like the company is okay, at least from the company perspective in terms of the reputation. However, if you take a look at their privacy policy, things aren't quite as good. It's kind of unfortunate though, because I think a lot of the reason why this VPN feels the way it does and why they have such generous free trials and stuff like that, is they do collect IP addresses and stuff like that. This is not exactly what you want when you're using a VPN. We do not store logs on individual accounts, but we do keep at a personally identifiable level, which is automatically purged at 24 hours. The purpose of the logs is to prevent abuse patterns from malicious use of the service. So that's the thing with these VPNs that provide free trials. Some of these VPNs that are, VPN Lite. Sometimes the privacy policy just isn't as strong as some of these other VPN providers out there. Overall, I don't have huge problems with Unlocator due to, its company seeing mostly pretty good, but the logging policy isn't that good. Overall, not super impressive here. So there you go. All right, guys, so we are connected to Unlocator's VPN. Just connected to a simple server to see if it works, and we could go ahead and click on this right now. So it does seem to be working with a US version of Netflix. Very good. All right, now we're going to test out Hulu with the same exact server to see if it works. Now, sometimes Hulu is a little bit more strict, or sometimes it's a little bit less strict than Netflix. In this case, it actually works as well, so very good again. All right, guys, and now we're going to see if Unlocator works with Prime Video. So, unfortunately, it did not get past this one. Usually, Prime Video is a bit more strict, so I'm not too surprised. Okay, guys, so now we're going to see if Unlocator works with BBC iPlayer. This one sometimes is also a little bit more strict than some of the other ones. So let's go ahead and see if it works. War of the Worlds. So it looks like this could be like a new show. Pretty cool. Just got to sign in here and let's see if it works. So it doesn't seem to be working. Contains some. Let's try reloading the page. Just give it another shot. Doesn't seem to be working. So doesn't work with BBC iPlayer either. Hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of this review. Unlocator VPN's review is going to be a 2.33 out of 5, making it a tier 3 VPN, not really recommended for use. Why is that? Well, as we covered in the review, the speeds are not very good here, both in the speed test and the real world torrent tests. Everything else about this service is kind of a little bit mediocre, from price, application, streaming compatibility, and reputation. Nothing here is really that great. There's nothing super bad, maybe except the speeds, and that's just the score it's going to get. Alright guys, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Have you wanted me to check out a VPN I haven't checked out yet? Make sure to check out vpntierlist.com to see which ones I have reviewed. And thanks for stopping by as always. My name is Tom Spark, and I'll see you very soon.